Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get some of these notes out of the way for 13.4 and we're going to go back to what is a unit circle. And we actually answered this earlier in 13.3. A unit circle is a circle with a radius of 1. Okay, so real simple, circle with a radius of 1. Keeping that in mind, a little geometry throwback here, what is the circumference of a unit circle? So remember that circumference is just the word that we use for perimeter when we're dealing with a circle. And it's a really simple formula. It's 2 pi times r. So if we're trying to find the circumference of a unit circle, and a unit circle has a radius of 1, then our circumference is just 2 pi. I'm going to keep that in mind for something that we'll talk about a little bit later here. There's 3 ways to measure an angle. The first you're most familiar with, that is degrees. The second, you usually have heard of and have worked with, revolutions. How many circles you sort of go around there. And then number 3 is one that you've probably heard me mention before, but you don't know what it is. It's called a radian. Radians. And we know that there's a mode on our calculator called radian mode that we've, had to check and make sure that we're in degree mode. So today we're actually going to learn about what these things called radians are. Now, when I was in high school, I had no idea where this term radian came from, what it meant, what it was measuring. And a radian is a way to measure the angle. It's a way to measure the angle by calculating the arc length it creates on the unit circle. So again, unit circle means radius of 1. Here's what that's saying. If I draw a quick little unit circle here, so there's my unit circle. Say that goes out to 1, negative 1. Okay. Basically, little angles, if I draw like a really little angle here, we'll say that. Okay. If I put an angle in there, the arc length that it creates is this guy right here. Well, that is going to be a much smaller arc length than, say, this angle. This angle has this as an arc length. So you can see that bigger angles give you bigger arc lengths. So it's actually kind of a neat way of measuring angles. They're just measuring how big is this part that you just cut out of the unit circle. So that's what a radian is. It's a portion of the circumference that that angle is taking up. Now if we look at a 360 degree angle, if I position that on the unit circle, so we're starting here, and 360 degrees means we go all the way around. Well, if you think about the arc length that you're creating there, oh, it's the whole circle, it's the whole circumference, which at the top we just said that that was 2 pi. So 360 degrees is the same as what we call 2 pi radians. And that's based off of the arc length that that 360 degree angle would create. Alright, we're going to stop there. We'll answer the rest tomorrow in class, and we'll sort of see where that will get us. That's all you need for right now.